And we are live.
Hey everyone. Hey Lynn.
Hello. We are running, sorry, just a little late. We have a guest today, special guest today, but let's just wait until I get a notification before we say who it is. Hi, Justin. I'm glad to see you. I saw you the other day, and I'm glad you stopped in to say hi. We're
Hey
really excited.
Kimberly.
Hi, Kim. Let's see who else was here. We had a lot of people. I believe Cece was the first one in. Always Cece.
Nice.
We give you an applaud.
Thank you.
Kimberly, Phil. Hi, Phil. You're always
Phil.
You're always so great. Kat stopped in. Justin.
Justin is asking who is LMR. Hi, Justin.
Oh, and Casey,
I'm a person.
And Tao, my good sweet friend Tao's here. Casey just popped in, and let's see. AK. Oh,
and I'm so sorry, AK. You are not feeling well. I am so sorry.
Sick? Are you still sick? Because you didn't sound good the other night when I was on a different stream and you were there. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, AK was posting stuff on Facebook, I noticed, and every time I see AK's name pop up, I'm like, oh, what's the update? And
yeah,
AK is not doing too great and I'm sorry. Warmest germ-free hugs, virtual hugs going your way, and
yes,
stay safe, rest.
Yes, get rest and try to see a doctor, AK, because got tested for COVID. Okay. Because I want to make sure that you don't have it, because you've been sick for like several weeks now, and I'm really worried. You didn't sound good wherever. I don't know what stream you were on.
And it's so scary lately. I've been tested a long time ago because I was going through this whatever it was. They didn't know what it was, but I was like half dead, and I'm not joking. I literally couldn't breathe. It was bad. And they tested me for that because of the breathing not happening. And the breathing that was not happening properly. And no, I was good. I'm like, thanks, I don't have that. But what the heck is it that I have? And can you help me?
Yeah.
I don't know what they gave me. I vaguely remember it. I just remember I was sick. I was really not okay. And somehow I survived it. And it was not it.
Right.
So, it wasn't fun either.
So yes, AK, we want you to get better, because remember, as soon as we can start flying, I invited myself to your house. Remember?
Oh my God. AK is like, oh God.
Yeah,
no, not for you, Linda, but just in general.
For a little longer, because the threat of Linda coming over, and it's like, oh no, I'm still sick. I'm just kidding. You know that. Oh, so Justin, you asked who LMR was. Who am I? Living My Rhapsody, and we all call her Living My Rhapsody, LMR, or Live. And she has a channel, and she was a big Game of Thrones channel. She did reaction
not
videos.
A big channel, but
it wasn't
big into it.
It was a big game.
I was big into it.
Yeah, and you had other shows on there, and she also interviews different YouTube content creators or people that have been in the
community
for years. So that's who that is, and she's a friend of all of our friends, everyone that we know. We all know each other, and I know you from our wonderful friend, apparently human. So that's how I met you, playing Quiplash and different games and stuff. So let's see. Thursday, AK says Monero and a special guest will be talking Lovecraft Country. Okay, nice. Everybody, whose channel? Your channel, AK, or Monero's channel? Let us know. Put a link.
You said 4:30 time zone, because we do keep time zones here.
I don't have any of my mods here, so I'll have to do it. So let me tell me what channel, AK. I'll throw it on there real quick. just because I know I
Mhm.
know how to do that.
AK says her channel.
Okay, let me go to my friends and let me see. Okay, there's your channel, and I will grab your link, share, and then because I can do this now. Okay. Okay. Okay, there is AK's channel, Alicia
Nice.
Kingston. Hi, Peter. Yeah, so I guess they're going to have a live stream with Monero and a special guest. And let's see, TARDIS. Oh, hi, fandom. How are you? Yeah, LMR is your TARDIS buddy. Thank you for coming.
Fandoms here.
fandom.
My chat is really slow, I guess. I just
Yeah,
saw Peter say hi. Hey, Peter.
yeah, hi, Peter. Yes, the StreamYard chat is really slow.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the chat on my phone on YouTube. That's why it's a little faster. So yeah, I have like 4 mods and no one's here. But I should make AK one because well, she knows how to do all that. Add as moderator. There you go. Okay. AK, because I know that when you're feeling well, I know that you'll be good with the links and all that. So if you type something, let me see if you turn blue, but not from lack of oxygen. But, okay, there you go.
That.
There you go. Thank you, AK. Yeah, not from lack of oxygen. We don't want you.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah, our guest is a little late. We don't know why. But I guess we'll just go on with our news. Oops.
Yep.
Well, we're waiting.
See, this is so strange. Now I get it's like 3 minutes later. I'm getting notification that Fandom said hi. See, anyway, yeah. And yes, I am Fandom's TARDIS buddy. I'm looking for that time machine. I want to go back. I don't want this here.
Okay, so let's see what's in the news. Oh, our guest is on its way. Well, we'll see.
Cat says jumping on.
Okay. So anyway, on the news, what's been going on in the news? Well, we did have the second debate, right? That was this week, right? I'm writing notes, but
I'm not sure.
I'm so confused all the time. Which went a little bit smoother than the first presidential debate. We have some major fires going on in Colorado now. We did have another fire start today over here in California. So that was oh, here we go. Okay. Let me stop the news.
The news is,
and we want to introduce Apparently Human. And everybody say hi. And thank you for joining us.
I did some grayscale for the occasion.
Yes.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the hair.
Turns out grayscale is actually a lot harder than it looks like in the photo to do.
Oh, right.
Whatever.
Is it textured or is it not textured?
Yeah, it is textured.
It looks textured.
You can't see it, but
okay.
It's liquid
very
latex.
Nice.
So
okay.
Very nice.
So
I'm loving
I can peel my skin off right now, and it's so fun.
So everybody, I know that I have a couple friends here that might not know Kat, but the channel is Apparently Human. And please feel free to add your I have your link in the bottom of the description, but if you want to put in the chat, it's okay. Kat does gaming and just random things with Jack. Jack is the cat. And I don't know, is the cat hanging out with you?
He's never invited, but
well, we are cat friendly here, so
apparently we're
I guess I don't belong then. Just
any
kidding.
cat is welcome. Hi, Suntivia.
Thanks, Kimberly.
So if anyone wants to go to Kat's channel, Apparently Human, You can game and do all kinds of just really, fun, kind of relaxing streams and stuff. And it's really, and one of your favorite people came over just to see you. Justin
Roloff.
Yeah.
Thanks, Justin.
I know. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Yeah. Kat was showing me a picture of Shireen as a Halloween costume and with the grayscale and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, I'd totally forgotten about Shireen. I mean, it's been so long since I saw a picture or anything of that season. And I just remember, I guess I don't want to remember Shireen that much because of how the end of her character. So I'm hoping in the books she survives and maybe she's the one that becomes the queen of all the 7 kingdoms. Wouldn't that be something, right?
That'd be nice, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, of course not, but that's my fantasy, okay?
We're in our fantasies. So the costume, is it the one with Shireen on the stake? On the stake, like basically.
No, I just showed the grayscale on Shireen. I was like, I'm gonna do grayscale on my face.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, Danny would be so into me with a blue beard and blue hair. I would instantly be Danny's lover.
Right. Thank you,
and
Peter.
That booth holds really nicely on my phone.
Peter agrees with me, right? Shireen should be the queen of the 7 kingdoms. Thank you. I mean, everyone was saying Stannis was the rightful king. And yeah, I get it that Jon Snow and everything, the Targaryens, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think Dany had a claim anymore. I think I think too much time had passed. And it's kind of like, I don't know, if another country came over here and said, we want our country back. I mean, are we going to give it up? I don't know. I don't know how that works. So
as nice as that would be, I'm pretty sure that Shireen dying is one of the things that George R.R. Martin told them is 100% going to happen.
I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I have the controls of the thingy jiggies. I'm sorry. I always forget. Yeah. Fandoms. Fantasy is Cersei living in the books. She will live in the books forever, whether she's alive or dead. Okay.
In a house made out of brick that won't fall on her.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So don't worry. She will be alive forever. Just keep going back to chapter 1, book 1, and she will live forever. Fandom. Okay. I know how much you adore Cersei. But wasn't Phil here? Isn't there a Sansa lover? Didn't Phil love Sansa? Or hate Sansa? I mean, I can't remember. I don't know. I don't remember which one which one liked who or hated who or something like that. Let me see. What did Peter say? I had a long theory that stoned people who had grayscale would help defeat the walkers. Wow. Yeah. You know what? I thought so too. I thought that they were going to have some sort of I don't know, gift or something to touch them. Kind of like a Medusa type theory. Right, Peter? Is that right? I think Phil would push Sansa out the moon door because yeah, I know, right? That's kind of cute.
That should be a meme.
Let me finish up my news here real quick.
I'm gonna turn my screen off for a second, try to fix it, because I don't understand why I've got 2 screens here.
My dog, sorry. Okay, and let's see. In Nigeria, they were having heavy protest for it's a special group called SARS, but not the virus. It's a special anti-robbing squad, which is a police officer, but they've been having problems because they're like the Gestapo, so they're having protests to get rid of them, which is good. I'm really, really happy about that. Let's see. There was a new fire here in Southern California today that started up. So I'm kind of watching that, but with all the election stuff and everything, there's no news on the fires out here. So I'm not really happy about that part, As far as entertainment news, Chadwick Boseman, he actually made a movie. His last movie is going to be premiering in December on Netflix. I didn't realize that he had made another movie, but that's really special because it was such a shock when we had news that he had passed away. And
Fernandez, how are you?
That he made another. Oh, hi, Fernandez. Thank you for showing it. You haven't been here. Like, where have you been? I mean, do you have other creators that you're hanging out with and you forgot about your old friends over here? I did watch Rebecca on Netflix, which is a remake of Rebecca with Joan Fontaine, but Lily James is in it, Armie Hammer, and Kristen Scott is really, really good. It's almost exactly like the original, but updated a little bit. And I did see The Witch. I watched The Witch. It was really good. Really, really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Was there anything that oh, and one more thing. Whoever watched The Vow, it's over right now, but Starz started a new one on Nixium called Seduced inside the Nixium cult. So it is a mini series over on Starz, you guys, if you want to get some more info on The Vow. It's very interesting. And like I said, these people are going to be prosecuted pretty soon. So I'm sure. Is there anything that you guys been watching? Anybody in the chat? Anything new that or you live or Cat?
Yeah, I actually have seen The Witches, the old one. I somehow I caught it on one of the places where it's at, the one about the little kids.
Okay.
The Witches. I think they are making a remake of it, or it's already here. I kind of went back to watch it when it became available. It was a nice, throwback to whenever. I did remember that, yes, I did watch The Witch, and it was so creepy, so weird. And currently I tuned to Rebecca. I started it, but I just started today.
So. Okay. So and Kimberly said, oh, The Undoing. Yes, Kimberly, I started that yesterday. Wow, that is so good. What's her name? She's from Australia. She used to be married. She's married to Keith Urban. What?
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. Thank you.
And I don't know names. I don't know how I got it.
Oh, Trial of the Chicago. You know what? I saw that, Santivia. I saw that, and I didn't put it on yet. Oh, why is yours not? Oh, there it is. Trial of the Chicago 7. Yeah, I saw that on Netflix, but I haven't watched it yet. So I am planning on it. I'm planning on doing that. But The Undoing is really good. And who's the guy? He was in oh gosh, Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is in it. So Hi, Tom. You are not.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
Real Housewives.
That's funny. I actually have seen the movie with oh my gosh, I can never say his name. Was it 21 Bridges? He starred in it too. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's been out for a while, but I just watched it. It became available.
So hi, Khaleesi. Hello, ladies listening while I'm driving. Yes, thank you for listening. Yeah, Tao. I just heard about Queen's Gambit. I didn't see it, but I did see it on the what to watch next thing. Oh, the unicorn. How was that? Was that any good? Hi, Jake.
I haven't seen or heard of any of these.
Okay, these are all Netflix.
They might not be on Canadian Netflix, but I don't watch Netflix too much either.
Okay, I'm a Netflix person because they just seem. I'm an Amazon person too.
So, cat? Do you prefer cat or human for now? Here, because I saw you. Human. Okay, human. So, human. What is your genre of movies or stuff? What do you like watching? I mean, right now we're in Halloween mood and mode apparently, but what is your good stuff that you like to watch for fun?
I like TV shows. I'm not a huge fan of movies. I don't really get into them. Okay. There's like some movies that I've seen a million times that I'll watch forever and ever and ever. But
me too.
But but normally I just watch TV shows, and mostly the same TV shows on repeat also. So
like
nothing exciting.
Is something specific?
You must be Canadian fandom decent. Yeah.
Canadian, stuff is. I mean, they usually have at the end it says "Made in Canada" or something. I love that. I don't know why would somebody say that they don't like stuff like that from there. A lot of stuff that I see it says from Canada.
Oh, you could be Canadian fandom, yeah, because you just. I don't know. Maybe we don't know. I'm sure if you're not seeing these movies, then no. I'm sorry. Fandom watched like 2 shows because he does reviews on them. So, that's probably why. Isn't that show that 100 been on for like 50 years already? Right? I think.
What show?
It's called 100.
Oh, okay.
It's been on for like forever and it doesn't end. So I think he's still...
If it's good.
Yeah, he likes it. But I'm just saying he's probably watching these 2 or 3 shows. Oh, and he also watches what was the one you just did the review on, fandom? With all the different ghosts and vampires and all that. What is it called? Oh gosh. I never remember anymore.
Put it in the chat.
Fandom or anybody is any of my mods here? No, I'm the only one.
This is adult life ruined me.
I'm like the only mod here. Oh, Suntivia.
Supernatural.
Sorry, Suntivia. On StreamYard, nothing is blue. Like nothing is blue or anything. So you can't see anybody like right away. Can somebody put fandom's link in so that hi Mara, we can watch Supernatural. Thank you, fandom. That's the one I was thinking about. Okay, so anyway, since Halloween is coming, it's gonna be here on Friday. Saturday, right? Saturday is Halloween. Also, it is time change. Okay, it's like yay, all on the same day, which is I don't like the time change, but ancient Celtic harvest festivals, pagan roots was All Hallows Eve or All Saints Eve, and then it of course changed so many times, and then there was Day of the Dead, Dia de don't even ask me to try Muertes
or Muertos. I don't know.
Dia de Muertos is Day of the Dead, but that's the next day, like for 2 days after Halloween, which they honor the dead and the souls, All Souls Day. So anyway, since Halloween's coming up, does anyone have any plans? Like, are we dressing up? Are we having Halloween parties? What are we doing? What's everybody doing for Halloween?
There's a few Halloween parties in my town. I don't want to go to any of them.
Oh,
they just seem really loud. Then? What?
Do you celebrate it? Are you into all that interesting stuff, or is it like just for kids and excuses to go out and party? How do you
like going trick or treating?
Yum.
I take my friend's toddler every year, so that's fun. Aww. We're gonna go trick or treating, and then I work at the library, and we have. We're handing out candy there, so
nice.
I've got stuff to do, but I have just one friend who's getting like 3 smoke machines and like a DJ booth.
That's commitment.
And, I hate loud noises and I hate people, so it's just all a whole lot of nope for me. But
okay. What's your Linda?
Hi, modmary, and hey,
modmary.
Phil wants to know who's the hot dog. That's apparently human. Apparently.
That's human.
Apparently human. Okay.
So Linda, what are your plans?
Nothing. It's pandemic. LA said no Halloween, no parties, no trick-or-treating, no haunted houses.
So it's going to be a ghost town, huh?
Yes, it's literally going to be a ghost town. Let's see. Are we going to catch a couple for Halloween? Mask help us. Or will a mask help us? Well, depends on what kind of mask, I think, right?
Everybody wears one of those pandemic masks.
We can all dress up as an ER doctor, right? And then we're good, right? I think so. You wouldn't know who anyone was if we were all dressed exactly the same, right?
That's funny. So they actually will be enforcing it, probably, right? You are not allowed to go.
I'm sure they will over here. Okay, so what does everybody do? Okay, so is everyone decorating? Who's decorating? Are you decorating even though you're not having any trick-or-treaters?
My kids are already too old for that, I guess. And their two younger ones are spending the time. They're going to be not here for that. So I have an excuse to not do that this year. And I skipped on the whole Halloween / Thanksgiving decorations around my house because of the renovation. So I'm very happy. So I'm being very, very lazy right now. So no decorations here. What about you guys? Human?
No. I don't. No. I've never really done Halloween decorations before. It's not my thing. I always go trick-or-treating or work on Halloween, so I'm never home to hand out candy, so I don't hand out candy. But I'm making a map of every single person in our town that's handing out candy this year. So I'm busy.
Oh, wow, that is so nice. You're making a map, so people are actually telling, like saying, okay, come here, and then
exactly which house, if it's got peanut-free, sugar-free treats,
that is so
if the decorations are scary or not, just because some of the kids might have a hard time.
That I've never heard of that.
Handing out candy, who's doing bags, who's doing,
nice.
and stuff.
I love that.
Is that our pandemic Halloween then, right?
Yeah. I'll probably do this every year, just
nice.
Just to have like the whole map so everyone knows where to go, because our town's really small and we only have like, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 kids. And that includes teenagers here. So a lot of people buy for 50 kids, and then everyone just does the same street, and then those other people don't get anybody. So I'm gonna make a map of the whole town. I'm doing it under our business, so that it makes our business look good.
Very nice. Let's see, Phil. That's not nice. Give me candy now, or I'll toilet paper and egg your house.
Well, right now, TPing a house, it would be not such a bad thing. Just gather it up.
Yeah, because that's scarce still, isn't it? Or it might be. That's like wasting.
I wonder if there are going to be any TPs, and if basically it's going to be showing your, how well off you may be when it comes to being, one of them hoarders. If you TP your own house, that means you have enough toilet paper to TP your own house.
Joan, maybe we'll talk about that in a bit. Joan wanted to know the intro into the dating app last week. Yeah, we kind of cut it off and I just noticed Sammy's not here, but she was doing a stream on that. So I was there
tomorrow.
Yeah. So we were just talking about it. We wanted to kind of stop so that Sam could have her stream. Peter says, if it's double ply, would recycle it.
Well, yeah, depending if it rains or if it stays there too long, and then if it air dries, it's just water. But no, of course, people don't reuse toilet paper. Come on.
Yeah. So okay, so not too many people are decorating. That's okay.
No.
Has anybody been watching any scary movies like on the build up to Halloween? Is it scary movie season for everybody, or do you just do that all year round? Well, I do it all year, but I especially like Halloween movies at Halloween. What about you guys?
Were you watching anything for Halloween especially, or just still kind of not in the mood for that since you're not into that?
I'm not in the mood. I don't care for it. I don't get in. I don't. It's not a mood I do. I'm just happy because it's Halloween that they've now added all the Friday the 13th movies to streaming stuff. So I'm stoked. So I'm watching them now because I usually have to watch them on like my phone.
Have you seen them before?
Yeah. But now I have it on my big TV, so it's perfect.
That is great.
So I'm excited for that. So I am watching that, but it's just it's not coincidental because they put it on for Halloween, but it's just kind of, for me, coincidental.
Yeah, Tom Old Yeller, really scary. Thanks. That's really, really good. Well, actually, that's really, really sad. Oh my gosh, it's like I cry every time.
I don't remember that one. I did see the Hansel and Gretel. No, Hansel and Gretel. Or whatever it's called. And build up was something I like that the idea, I guess, but no, I was like, okay, did I just waste like over hour and a half on that? And I did. Yeah, so I did try to get into the Halloween kind of mood. Didn't work. That movie failed big time. For me, it wasn't scary at all. It was just like, okay, well, okay, kind of gross and ugh.
Yeah.
Not even a lot of grossness, just like really that. And I looked at my plate. I'm like, okay, I'm eating, but yeah, thanks.
Okay. What about pumpkins? Is anyone carving pumpkins and decorating, cutting your pumpkin out for the front?
I've actually never done that before ever. Have any of you carved a pumpkin?
Yes. And I also save all the seeds and I wash them and I kind of soak them a little bit in salt water and then I dry them and then I roast them. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
Nice. What about you, Helen?
I feel like I'm just like I'm like, oh gosh, I'm in the wrong stream now. I'm like, I can't have pumpkins. We have bears here. We can't have just big giant squashes outside our house attracting the bears.
That's right.
That is such a great.
What did I sign up for? Wow, but yeah, no. If you do pumpkins here, you have to do it the day before Halloween or Halloween. A lot of them are starting to hibernate now, but they're the snow only hit yesterday, so they're still going to be in town for.
Wow, that is really scary. I have not thought about that. I mean, I've seen the pictures that you were sharing at some point of the beautiful area where you live. It's just gorgeous and breathtaking. Yeah. But obviously with that comes nature at your door. And we may complain about bunnies and squirrels eating our pumpkins. Wait until you get a bear, apparently, in front of your house. Wow.
They do have the plastic pumpkins now that have a light in it, battery operated. They look they're like foam. They look real, but they don't have to. But I just love the thing about pumpkins is I'll buy several pumpkins and I cut some of the pumpkins and freeze the pumpkin meat because I will make fresh pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving from the Halloween because they don't sell pumpkins at Thanksgiving. So I will buy several smaller pumpkins and then freeze that, cut them up, freeze that, and then I'll make pumpkin pie later. But I like to carve the pumpkin and I like to roast all the seeds.
Yes, another reason why Canada is superior to the United States of America. Our Thanksgiving is at the actual time of harvest.
Yeah.
And not in November.
When there's nothing there.
So that's the thing. So okay, does anyone do you guys believe in ghosts or anything? I mean, now that's the season we're talking about ghosts, but does anyone believe in ghosts or spirits in your house or your yard?
What's your approach to that?
My boyfriend is so funny with stuff like that. I don't even realize it. Like it would just be like standing in the dark bedroom and I'm just like, I'm standing beside the bed talking to him in bed and he's staring at me and he's just like, how can you do that right now? And I'm like, what? He's like, stand in the dark. Are you not afraid of like what's under the bed? I'm like, you are a 30-year-old man. Like, what are you talking? Like, it's not even a thought process in my mind, but he's actually like legit, like, or I'll hear something in another room. Oh, what was that noise? And he's like, oh, don't say that. You know it. How like scared I get.
Oh, that is so cute.
Knocking something over, but okay, I just want to go and see if the cat knocked something that I've got to pick up. I'm not trying to scare you here.
Oh,
no, I'm not scared of anything. I used to be when I was a kid, obviously, but 20 years of depression, and you're like, nothing's really scary anymore.
Right? The real things are scary.
Gosh, if there's a ghost, please take me.
Oh. Let's see.
Ghosts usually live on energy, and when they would get near me, they'd be like, "Oh my God, we need to be exercised after her."
Joan, is that true? You've been visited by the dead a few hours after they've died. Oh, I believe that. I believe in that. I believe that their spirit is still here around us. Not afraid of bears, but afraid of ghosts.
No, he's afraid of both.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I believe in spirits and stuff, and I like to watch or have tarot readings, and I like those psychic women with the little crystal ball thing, dressed like a gypsy kind of stuff. They don't do that anymore here. It's just a person that's just in regular clothes, and I like that whole voodoo room all decorated and stuff. And I don't know,
I don't like the dust that comes with it. No, I don't, seriously.
But I do love tarot cards, and I love those. How some people can read those, and I think it's really cool. I do love my Magic 8-Ball, though. That's the closest thing that I
never had one. I've seen one. What about you, Human? Have you ever owned one of those things, or seen, not you, but were you ever in a room that there's a actual ball with letters in it?
A ball with letters in it?
Like when you shake it and then you turn it over and there's a message underneath it.
Like a Magic 8-Ball?
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. I've never owned one.
The only thing I can think of is a Magic 8-Ball.
Yes, that's actually what Linda called it. I just described it.
My Magic 8-Ball.
Okay.
I love my Magic 8-Ball.
I had one in the 90s.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it took me forever to find a Magic 8-Ball, but I did find one at some store in the mall, but it doesn't really work. I used to have it on my desk. People would go walk by my desk every day and pick up my Magic 8-Ball, shake it, and then ask their question and get the answer. I must have had everyone in the whole office all day coming by for the Magic 8-Ball. I love the Magic 8-Ball.
Was it a reliable one, I'm assuming, since they kept coming back?
Well, they always had different things. I couldn't ask them what their question was, so I don't know. Maybe they wanted to be rich, get a raise, go on vacation.
It's like shaking the ball. Do I have to stay here? Oh,
yeah, and it says most likely, or no, or definitely not, or yes. So
I would write in my own answers, like. Can I just, yes, do it. No, have more Panda Express. No, what's for lunch today?
Go back to bed.
Yes, things like that. I would write my own stuff in there.
Oh, wow. Phil says my mother was visited at night one time by a very famous person, the Pope at the time, and then found out the next day that had died overnight. Oh, really? Ooh, okay. That's kind of scary because I'm assuming... you're Catholic. I'm not sure in Portugal what the faith is, but that would be kind of scary. Oh, here, my favorite subject. There's an 1893 Ouija board for auction. 30,000 Ouija boards. Who loves Ouija boards?
I have seen one in my life. I don't go, like AK said. I think AK said that she doesn't go anywhere near them. I don't think I would go anywhere near one because I have too many crazy experiences with other things. So I would probably not mess with that myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, bye, Justin. Thank you
Justin.
for coming.
Bye, Justin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not going to put that up.
Fernandez,
but
thank you for saying it the way I probably wanted to say it.
Board. I actually have a Ouija board keychain. Has the little tiny thing inside the little drawer of it. It's really cool. Oh, okay. Somebody cheated. A friend of mine put magnets under it. We figured out it was real. We figured out real quick when we were kids. Let's see. I love playing the Ouija board. It was fun. I still like it. I don't know where mine is, some box in the garage. I'm suspecting, but I love playing with the Ouija board with friends and stuff. It's totally awesome. And then especially when you turn on the lights and used to like
you wouldn't want to play that with me.
And then, you're all, we got to do it when we're drinking one time. How's that? Let's bring a Ouija board.
I don't think I would even do the Ouija board when I would be drunk.
Let's bring the Ouija board to the next con, okay? Because I think it would be fun after we were like drinking all day. All right. And then we'd even get
definitely
fun TV.
see. I have to. That's the only thing I would disagree with you right now at that point, because the ghost would probably hop on a on the plane back with me, and I don't feel like having any extra
baggage.
Baggage with me. I have enough baggage in my life. Them ghosts can go where they are.
Well,
Don't go
Kat,
anywhere near me.
would you play Ouija, or are you just like superstitious?
Oh, I'm way too scientific for
Oh,
that.
I'm not
Okay.
suspicious
Okay.
in that. I
I
just can't handle any more stuff, so I'm good.
I'm just not scared. It just would be a waste of my time. I have much better things to do.
Okay.
There was this one website. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It must have been like 2006 or something. And what you would do is you'd go to this page and you would tell your friends, "Oh, this is gonna give you your answer. Like, this website answers anything." And what you could do is you could go to this website and you would type in this question, and at one point you could hit like tab or something on your keyboard, and then you would continue typing, but what you were typing wasn't actually also showing up on the screen. So what was showing up on the screen was, answer, this question for me, whatever the name of this robot website thing is. But what you're really typing was the answer. So then it would say, you'd click it, and it would answer, like, you'd say, how many people are in the room? And then you'd answer it on the keyboard, but the person watching is looking at the screen and not looking at your keyboard. So, you type, oh, there's, 7 people in the room. And then you click answer this question and it would say it, right?
Okay.
So you could do all this crazy stuff. And we had one friend going, for sure, we're like, no, I'm a ghost. And like, we had this whole thing set up that this ghost was talking through this website, but you have no way of knowing, right, when this thing is using all this information that nobody but people in the room know. So, and then at one point I remember sending like a text message to my brother and being like, call this house right now, because we were in Quebec and my brother was in Ontario. So I said, I made the thing say, oh, I'm going to call you. And she's like, nah, whatever, this website's dumb. And then the phone rang and she like almost peed herself. She was like shaking in a corner. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, now we have to tell you that this is all hoax. But like, gosh, that was the beginning stages of the internet. It was before you could even be rickrolled.
Wow. Yeah, Fernandez is joking around about a Ouija board, and then modmary's like, okay, Reagan, talking about The Exorcist.
No, I definitely, that's one thing I stay away from.
Oh yeah, well, I love them, and I love my magic 8-ball, and I love tarot readings, and I love crystal ball and palm readings too. I believe tea leaves. They read tea leaves in Japan and China, so I think it's really, really, totally cool. So during since we have a pandemic Halloween, do you guys have a story? What was your like funniest Halloween story, or like the worst Halloween? Do you have like some kind of a story on a worst Halloween or best Halloween?
Human? As a kid, were you ever like into that?
No, can't say I was. I like just doing makeup and stuff, so I was always kind of stoked for Halloween for that reason. But no, can't say I ever had a good Halloween or a bad Halloween.
Well, did you have a bad costume, like a mishap?
You think that this would ever have a bad costume?
No, it's great. I'm
not good at doing costumes or anything, but I just have so much fun with it. And I'm like, if I could wear a wig and do a blue beard and have grayscale, I'm just gonna do it because it's fun, and at least I have an excuse for it because it's not super weird at this time of the year. But let
me see. I dressed up like Melisandre one year for Halloween. I had the dress. It was a beautiful dress. I had the long wig, red, and had, the choker, and it was the dress itself was just gorgeous with the sash, and it has a big cape. Her big, it's kind of like a pashima, but it was really long. You can put it over your head, and it goes around your shoulders. It was gorgeous, gorgeous dress. I'm gonna have to use it again and again. So I go to a Halloween party. Hey, Mira, I go to a Halloween party. It's a really great party. Everyone has the best costumes ever. I mean, they put a lot of time and work and everything like that. I go and I'm all excited, and Game of Thrones is still on. Okay. There was only one person at the whole party that knew who I was.
That's funny. That's scary.
So that was my best costume ever with the worst Halloween party. Like, really? Like, I planned on that for weeks and weeks and weeks, and yeah, that was like my worst.
No,
you
I
guys
don't know. modmary seems pretty bad.
Let's see what's going on over here. Sorry, did oh no, okay. That's probably really, yeah, I know. It was like so
I hope you were dressed as Carrie.
yeah, and just let it go. And singing the Frozen song. Let it go.
Let her rip.
Oh my god, I hadn't thought of Carrie in like 100 years. Thank you.
I have seen that. Yeah, just kind of within the last couple months. I don't know what I thought about it. I just get annoyed by movies that don't meet my expectations, and
well,
they
the
kind of
thing
didn't.
is, Stephen King books are awesome, and Carrie was such
never read one, just heard of them.
His books are so good, but back in the day, they couldn't translate them to film for some reason. Now, Stephen King movies are better.
But didn't they have those movies that they were made? I mean, no, I don't mind it. It's just the acting. I think a lot of acting sucked back then. I don't know who they were. I'm not a fan of acting. A lot of bad actors these days sometimes I think are much better than.
Well, that was Sissy Spacek. So
I don't know.
I mean, I thought Carrie was a pretty
The original one.
Yes.
I was laughing my behind off. I was like, oh my god. I thought it was like a parody, but again, I'm looking from a perspective of looking at the movies currently, how they're made, not looking at how they must have looked to them back then. I found it hilarious. I'm like, am I supposed to be laughing? Or I don't know, but I am. Yeah. So I enjoyed it for that. Okay. I did enjoy it for that, but I didn't enjoy it for whatever was meant, to be portrayed. But yeah, as far as my costume, since we were talking about that, we didn't celebrate Halloween in Poland, and I moved to States when I started high school here. So that was around the time where you're apparently not supposed to go trick-or-treating anymore. I still did. Candy.
You have a different thing that you do.
We have a different tradition. We had a different tradition. I don't remember exactly when that was, but celebrating Saint Andrew's time around that time. I guess now-ish. I don't know. We would have parties at school because school was kind of connected with that. They were very much into providing parties for kids, costume parties, and they made me. It was I think that one was still in the preschool or kindergarten. I think kindergarten. They ran out, and back then, ages ago, we couldn't just go to Halloween store and buy it. You had to ask people about that stuff. We lived in a country where there was no toilet paper back then. Okay, so if you found a costume, you were lucky, and nobody would let you dress as a mummy because there was no toilet paper to wrap yourself with. Anyway, so they ran out of the costumes that I wanted, and you would rent them. You wouldn't just buy them because they were well made. They were not some flimsy whatever that you can buy here. They were really great quality, something that you would spend hundreds of dollars here. So they were really well made. Anyway, they didn't have the princess one I was hoping for, and the only thing left was a knight. And I was like, gosh darn it, I wanted to be a princess. Brienne. Yes, and I got Brienne, but they called me a boy. Because at that age, you're 7-ish, 6, 7 in Poland when you're in kindergarten. Take the hair back and you look like a boy. Whatever. I was like, I didn't say, how dare you call me a boy? I'm a girl. I said it with an attitude, and I got angry at them, but I shouldn't have, because they see somebody dressed as a knight, and back then, if you're dressed like a knight, then you're a boy. And I was so ticked off that I couldn't be a princess. And I wanted to be a princess, and I was very, very upset that and the thing was, you had to have a costume, either homemade or my homemade stuff. I didn't do crafts back then, and my mother didn't know how to do any kind of crafting of any kind. She was great at other things, but not at that. She got me a night costume, and that was the first time somebody said something to me that offended me.
Oh, okay.
And since after that, I never wanted to, like, I made sure to be, if I wanted to be a princess, I made it myself so that they know that I'm a princess. God damn it, I'm a princess.
When I was younger, though, I always wanted to be a cowboy. So I used to dress like a cowboy, but that was supposed to be, there was a gender thing back then, so you could be a cowgirl, I guess, but kids in the neighborhood, and sometimes I would dress in my kimonos that my mom had brought back from Japan, or sometimes we dressed up as old housewives, with the house coats and the hair all and rollers. We had to make this stuff from our stuff in the house. So.
Yeah, I get it. That's why I started making stuff after that. And I really was not happy with, because I didn't go like, well, I didn't know. I was just doing what they told me. And I was like, what, 7 or 6? And I was a kid who usually listened to people. I didn't like, just go off. But after that, I made sure to make up my own princess, whatever the heck. And they didn't have costumes anymore. After that, they still didn't have the one I wanted, so I just put on a dress, like very flowy dress that looked like I thought I would look like a princess. I look at the picture right now, and I look really messed up. I have a actual tiara made out of like real stuff, not diamonds, but whatever the heck you call it. I got a tiara on. I got some weird clips in my hair. I like messed up shoes. I had stockings on, messed up looking fairy dress. I didn't care that I looked like completely made up, like a, what do you call them? Like one of them raggedy dolls. I was a princess. I didn't care. It was a DIY costume, and I was proud of it. But I look awful right now when I look at it. I prefer the night, because that one looks fine.
I dressed up as a Dodger one year. Because Dodgers are here.
A baseball player?
Yep.
Okay. Nice. I wasn't sure if that was something else too.
No, Dodger baseball player. Yep. I was like, I don't care that there aren't any women on the team. I've got my Dodger shirt, my hat. I have this like foam baseball, so I could like throw it at you. It won't hurt you. It was really like totally cute, outfit. I love dressing for Halloween, but now they have just fantastic costumes and masks and face paint and latex. They have like all this really,
like Human has right now, just beautifully made and homemade stuff,
really
and made up
stuff now. And you can buy beautiful costumes. But I remember, all those DIY costumes, and everything. And bye, Kimberly. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Good night, Kimberly.
Bye, Kimberly.
Yeah. And that was really, so what's everybody's favorite? I know Kat doesn't eat chocolate, but what is everyone's favorite Halloween candy that you either get or you just buy for yourself?
I usually, when I go to the store, I buy the stuff that I will eat if they don't get it, if we don't get kids. And our subdivision, over the past year, they really, the houses filled, like each house is now built here. And just over a year and a half ago, maybe a third or quarter of the houses were built. Now it just exploded as far as housing here. Like they build every house. Like they're like, oh my God, I didn't know we had so many possible spots here. So there are a lot of kids here now, so it's different. Well, this year will be different because nobody will be probably anyway. So when I buy stuff, I used to buy stuff and nobody would get here, and the first year I was stuck with like I didn't buy like just anything. I just bought like, I'll grab this. I didn't care what I bought, but then I was stuck with it and I didn't want to throw it away. I'm like, candy. I threw it away anyway. But then after that, I just started buying what I would eat. And I do buy Kit Kats, and I get Twix, and those are my favorite ones. Maybe Hershey's, cookies and cream. I don't do peanuts. I do like peanuts, but I don't do it because my son has an allergy. And my daughter one year, But again, I didn't think of that's the thing. I didn't think about it before I had an issue like that at home. That's my ignorance. But once I guess that's the time to, get some perspective on life. Oh, some things are falling here. My daughter, when we were picking up some candy, many years ago when he was still little, she said, try not to buy anything with peanuts because of other kids who have allergies. I'm like, that's interesting. And since she made that point, we just didn't buy anything with peanuts because why? Like, why? You obviously there are allergies to chocolate. For example, my son cannot have chocolate. He's allergic to chocolate and peanuts. So,
Hi,
but
Moni.
anyway, so I buy stuff without peanuts. Just
Okay, but do you buy the candy that you like? Because that's what I do.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not gonna buy something I won't eat because if I'm stuck with it, then what am I gonna like?
Yeah, well,
stuff my face with not good stuff.
A smart idea is to buy the stuff you don't like, but
nah, I'm not that smart.
Santivia buys the 100-gram bars. Yes.
Hey, Moni G. I never had one.
Favorite. Thank you. And Rolos and 100 grams. That's my very, very favorite. And
never had those. What's 100 gram? Is there it sounds like caramel and chocolate.
Yes, and Rice Krispies stuck in the chocolate.
Ooh, okay.
Like I make those because I love those so much.
Yes,
and
you do make them.
Whoever you are, you are 2 eyes and a mouth, I think. Hello. Yes, Rolos. Yeah, and I said hi to Moni. And what is your favorite candy, Kat?
Any of them that are free.
I like that.
Well, we have some
candy
good ones.
corn if it's free.
Oh yeah.
Oh, are you for real? You do?
modmary said, yeah, candy corn as a kid. Moni said Reese's anything. Jake says York's, the peppermint patties, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Mary says Reese's pumpkins.
Tastes
okay,
like
those
winter.
are good. Phil was like Kit Kat and Twix. Yes, I love Kit Kat, but I love the white chocolate Kit Kat.
I never had that. No, I did. I don't remember.
And Joan likes peanut butter kisses. I like let's see, and then Rolos. Oh gosh, Jake said yeah, they hadn't had them forever. Oh, candy corn, really?
I'd eat it if it was free, Peter.
Candy corn pizza sounded so gross.
I'll eat anything if it's free.
Yeah, no, I love 100 gram. I love Butterfinger candy bars when they're fresh. And I love Abba Zabbas. Does anyone know what Abba Zabbas are?
No.
I remember it from the movie Half Baked, the stoner movie that I used to watch on repeat as a teenager.
Okay, it's a white taffy. And it has peanut butter like in the inside. And oh my gosh, I just love them. And it's really hard to find now. I have to go to like special places to find, like the gas station, to find the Abba Zabbas. They don't sell them like just in the store anymore. It's like, I guess it's like an old school candy or something. And yeah, I'm just like, why can't I find them? And I also love Paydays. Do you guys like Paydays?
That's the one without chocolate, right?
No, it's like a caramely, like a nougat caramel, and it's just got salted peanut.
I've heard of it, but it must be American.
It's without the chocolate, right?
No, there's no chocolate.
Yeah, that's the one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it would just salted peanuts like stuck to it. It's
delicious.
It's so good. I can eat that as a meal to get the king size.
I'll probably go get it now tomorrow. Thanks. That's in my mind right now. Peanuts.
I love Paydays because I like that salt on the peanuts with the caramel and a little bit of nougat. It's like so good.
So it's kind of like an O. Henry.
Yeah, but O. Henry is chocolate, right?
Yeah, but it's like an O. Henry without the chocolate.
Yeah, I think so.
Or maybe not O. Henry. What's the other one? No, it is O. Henry.
Yeah.
So inside of it is like a layer of a caramel, caramel, and then outside are whole peanuts, or
Yes.
like halved peanuts, and then
Yes.
it's sprinkled with some salt. So
Mhm.
it's not sticky or anything, and there's no
Yeah.
chocolate in it. It's very good.
Oh, I want to try it. I can't have chocolate, and it sounds so
Oh, that
good.
one is
Oh,
very
it's
good.
so
That one has no
good.
chocolate at all.
Oh, Tara remembers Abba Zaba. Thank you, because it was my favorite. And then Mara says, "Oh, bit of honey. Oh my gosh, really?" And then Joan says it's like a baby Ruth, but without
Yes.
the chocolate. Then, right?
Yep, without the chocolate.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And I think
Right.
Baby Ruth had some
Animal life.
other stuff in it.
Yeah, those are some of my favorites. So when I go to the store, go to Costco, Sam's, and you know how you buy that huge jumbo bag. Well, not this year, obviously, but I try to pick the bag that has all the stuff. Like I love Three Musketeers and I love Snickers. So as long as those like not the teeny ones, but you know, the really good 2-bite candy bars in there. I buy the bag that has the stuff that I want to eat just in case. But actually we should buy the candy that we hate so that we could just give it to the neighbor that has kids and we don't have to worry about it, right? That's what we should be doing, like donating.
I used to work at a place where they would take the candy. Oh, it was a dentist place. I worked there as an office manager, and we would take the candy right after Halloween.
Okay.
And we would give them money for it. We would like weigh it. So literally, we would weigh the candy and would give them money.
Really?
And we would ship out the candy to the troops.
Oh my gosh, how wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that. I really love
That's
that.
kind of good and bad because you're taking the cavities from the kids, but shipping it out to adults.
They don't need it.
But yeah, so the kids would come and get their money.
No, the troops need it. The troops really need it. But I will say that my brother got stationed in Iraq. He is a naval senior chief, but they needed more higher enlisted to go to Iraq. There wasn't enough Marines and Army, so they asked anyone to volunteer. He went, and he was on this Air Force base, which looks like a bunch of shipping crates in the middle of sand, like sandy sand. There was like nothing there. But I sent my brother DVDs, like I would record stuff off of TV and everything, and I would send food. And he said, yeah, send the chicken and the tuna and chicken, you know, the pouches, and I'd send all kinds of stuff. But he said, oh, and I sent gummies, like the fruit gummies. But he said it's 130 degrees, so the gummies all melted together. He said, send anything you want, but don't send chocolate. And I'm like, he said, by the time he got the gummies, they would melt it into this like blob because it was 130 degrees like every day. He said in the evening they would barbecue and it was still like 100 degrees at night, 99 at night, 95, and they would like light a fire and have barbecue. So yeah, I sent him everything but chocolate. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not going to. Mary said almond Joyce. I'm not an almond. I don't like I don't like the coconut. I'm sorry. Charms Blow Pops. Gosh, I haven't had those in like forever, right? And what, sour peach gummies? Another Halloween. Oh, okay. So everybody has like their favorite kind of Halloween candy. That's really, really cool. And so everybody's like set for pandemic Halloween, which means you're going to be at home this year. No parties, no trick-or-treaters or whatever. My thing was when I was living with a bunch of roommates, we used to play Monopoly on Halloween night. And because we could sit at the table for many hours and pass out the candy. The only thing was that we had to take turns answering the door for the trick-or-treaters. So here we are playing Monopoly. In the beginning, it's okay. We start winning hotels and getting more money and real estate. And then the knock on the door, trick-or-treat. So it'd be like the next person, each, and so on around the table, to where it got to where you started walking towards the door and you're watching everyone at Monopoly because you think they're going to steal all your money and all your hotels and everything you have while you have to go to the door with the trick-or-treaters. So this was like a thing we used to do every year. to where the end, like towards later on the night, you started carrying all your Monopoly money with you to the door. So no one would steal
So
your money.
basically, a thing is be careful who you play with on the.
Well, because
Yeah.
everybody had to get up and give the trick or treaters like candy, but you also like in the beginning you all have the same amount of money and everything. So my brother was here or whatever. Everybody's like doing the side eye to everybody while you're like trying to hurry up and give the kids candy because you don't want everybody to steal your hotels and all your real estate.
You come back and you have your stuff is gone.
Yeah, that was like the best. Those were the best Halloween years back in the day. I don't know. Do they have any different traditions in Canada, Kat? Anything different than they do here, or no? Is it basically the same?
I would think it's the same.
Okay. Some countries do different things. Like I think Liv was telling me you guys celebrate it different, right? You have
We
kind
as
of
the kids, they again there was no what do you call it? In Poland back then, I don't know how it is now. I don't pay attention to that. I actually don't give a flying fudge about it. But back then church and state were kind of like, But anyway, so I was raised Catholic, but what they did, which is very strange, because even though I was raised Catholic and there was like Catholic classes at school,
okay.
which
Yes,
was weird.
like catechism or something.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But then there we go, like during the Halloween or even Easter, for Halloween they would ask you to bring, and not the not the nun or whoever, the teacher, the parties that were there, they would ask you to bring your own, let's say, candles that you had throughout the year from the house, like you were burning.
Okay.
And we would melt them during those parties. You would melt your candle in this cup, and then you would pour it over a skeleton key into a bucket of cold water, and then you could like do your own reading, or somebody would do the reading for you, like you had a question. The shape is like reading leaves or something, but reading wax. But again, we had crazy traditions that were mixed pagan and Catholic, which was very strange because Polish people are very much traditional Catholic to the point of just a lot of mental pain that kids had to go through. But then there we had those traditions, like a skeleton key, and you pour wax, and then they will tell your fortunes. And in the springtime, you go and you drown a rag doll representing a virgin dressed in white, and you would put it in a river. Like, what the heck was I raised?
Oh, wow. Okay, and then you didn't want to talk about Ouija boards or voodoo or anything, but that's okay, right?
No, I had enough of that stuff. That stuff runs in my family. I have respect for that. I don't mess around with that stuff. No, thank you.
Oh, and that's another thing. I do own a voodoo doll. I love voodoo dolls, and I love all that kind of stuff. So, just Topsy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, I love all the scary. Oh yeah. Phil, do you have any of those type of traditions like in Portugal, like anything different out of the ordinary? I know Reese usually shows up from the Netherlands, and he's not here right now. We do have Canadians, Kat's from Canada, and Phil's from Portugal, and lives from Poland, and we like to listen to all the different things that everybody else does, like all the different traditions. And I know Fernandez was here earlier. I don't know if he has family or if they have some kind of funny, strange type traditions that they do differently, like on the Day of the Dead, the next day, or All Souls Day. But it's like kind of interesting to listen to everybody's different take on Halloween. And I'm really sorry this is pandemic Halloween, because I miss Halloween. That's like one of my favorite things. I love seeing the kids in the costumes, and adults. Oh gosh, the adult costumes are awesome. But I guess we don't get to enjoy most of that. Jake just said he doesn't think that where he's from is closed. Yeah, I think that where you're from, Jake, I don't know if you want me to say or not, but you guys are open. I have friends over there and family over there. And yeah, I think they're open where you are. And well, I know you live in New Jersey, Phil, but I mean, back when you were a kid, like where you grew up, where you were. Oh, you were born, and raised in New Jersey. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I thought you were born in Portugal. Ooh, sorry. I assumed. Okay, I assumed that you were born there and came here as a child. So sorry. Okay.
Moni G says she loves the smell of melting crayons. Wow.
Oh, Phil. Okay, so you're second generation then. Okay, right? Yeah, your parents are first generation. Okay, I gotcha. I'm in the middle. I'm kind of like you. I was actually born in Japan, but I came here so young that people still call me second generation, even though I'm technically first generation. But they're like, well, you came here as a baby, so it doesn't count. I don't know what's the line on that. So it could be either way. I think so.
Yeah.
Since you go there all the time, I'm sure you know all the traditions and everything too. But anyway, I'm a third generation Texan. There you go. There you go. And where'd they come from before Texas? Where they came from another state or somewhere, modmary? Or no? Yeah, Phil. Jake wants to know if you speak Portuguese. I think you do, right? Right, Phil? I don't
So,
speak
Linda,
any-
do you speak any other language?
Me? No. I can speak broken Spanish, and I can speak I know a lot of Japanese words.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm around my mom and we're in Japan, I pick up the words again, like the stuff that I used to speak Japanese when I was little, when I was really, really little. But my grandparents here and my father wanted my mom to learn English. And so basically he told my mom not to speak to me in Japanese anymore, to speak to me in English, because we had to learn
That's harsh.
English. We had to be American. So yeah, I've lost that. That's really sad. And Kat, you speak French a little bit, right? Or at least read it?
Yeah, I'm born in Montreal and lived in Quebec for like 15 years. And
Okay. That's
yeah,
awesome to have a different language. So
yeah.
Kat, since you're our guest and you're kind of quiet, I know, I'm sorry, Halloween wasn't your thing. Please tell us about what's going on in your channel. Tell us about your channel.
We're pretty relaxed. There's a lot of people from our community over there, but there's a lot of random new people too. So it's kind of like a super community of all the different communities put together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're a cute little family. I like to play games together and hang out. Sometimes I just clean my office and stream and hang out with you. So yeah, it's pretty relaxed. We like to stay hydrated.
Yes.
On my channel.
Yes. That is your catchphrase everywhere, correct?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely try to remind everybody to drink water.
Thank you. And I do. And I thank you for it, because I need to drink water. So what games have you been streaming lately or upcoming?
Right now we're playing Among Us, but it's kind of just interesting. It's hard to play it with people who can see it. So I don't know how that's going, but people seem to be digging it. So whatever. I do what you all want. So if people are going to be down for it.
What's your favorite one besides Friday? The 13th.
Besides Friday, that's hard. Right now, it's only a game I've been playing for like a week, but I'm very, very excited about it. It's Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Nice.
So it's not like a brand new game, but it's kind of new. And yeah, I haven't even gotten into the gameplay yet, and I've been playing it for hours.
Wow.
I'm doing because it's based off of ancient Greece, so it has all the actual places, and you get to like go on tours through all of ancient Greece, and you just meet people, and
Yeah.
it is so cool. But I haven't even started gameplay of the game yet because I've been just doing all the learning, and it's really awesome.
So it's
I don't know.
captivating. It captivated you to the point of actually diving deep into it, but wow.
Yeah, but I don't
very
even know
nice.
if I'm gonna like the gameplay. That's what I'm nervous about. I just I'm super into history, so I'm like, I'm loving this part, but I'm just hoping that like the history aspect of it, because if I'm actually just going around being an assassin and killing people, it's gonna be hard for me. Even on the one where you're just going around exploring the cities, there's no gameplay other than learning and running. And if somebody's in your path, like instead of it moving around them or any other games do, like you literally take your hands and put them on their body and shove them out of the way.
Wow.
And it just like it stresses me out, and I'm like, no, and now I have to like dodge all the people because the Canadian in me is just it hurts. It hurts for these fake people. So
there should
I don't
be
know how I'm gonna actually enjoy the game, so I'm a little
a
nervous for that.
disclaimer, right? Disclaimer that be careful when Canadian, because
Yeah. It should say that at the beginning. I'm gonna try to write a letter.
Okay. But I do love your streaming of Jackbox TV.
Yes.
That's really, really fun. So please, everyone, go sub to Apparently Human. And if you like the Jackbox games, that's like Quiplash and everything. Chrissy of Oldstones likes to play. Bridge 4 likes to play. I do. It's really fun. Justin, that was here earlier, is a sub to Cat. So Santivia goes over there. Yeah, you guys go over. It's really fun. My
other favorite thing that we do that nobody else seems to be as interested in as I am, but it's my one thing that's just for me on the channel, is my microscope. My microscope streams. When I do like the live microscope of rocks or sometimes weed or whatever is around that we could look at under a microscope.
Yes.
And I really, really freaking enjoy those streams.
I like those too.
Gets probably the lowest traction on my channel, but honestly,
I should check it out more.
But it is fun.
It's so much fun. I really, really wanted to do a mushrooms stream this fall because there's so many wild mushrooms here in northern Canada, and I want to just go collect them and look at them.
That would be so fascinating. I remember in my biology classes, we were looking at the cells of plant cells, and they were fascinating. Those little things were moving around over there, or onion, whatever it was. We were looking at the cell of like a living cell, and those things are fascinating, definitely. And a class, I forgot what it was called, but it was again in high school. But that one was from college, but this one was from high school, where we were looking into rocks, and there was a whole semester about like Earth, and not just Earth, but rocks, and how we would be able to date them, and not date them, but whatever stuff. I loved it. Obviously, I aced it because it was something I was very interested in. But that sounds so captivating. My goodness, looking at rocks. I never looked at the rocks with the microscope before. So wow,
it's pretty fun. It's just most of the people are there for games, so it happens, and they're like, oh, get back to games, and I'm like, no, this is my one thing. I don't care if 0 people are here to watch.
Right.
I'm gonna stream.
Yeah, I like the microscope. I've been to a couple of them. They're really fun. That's true. Fernandez, Teflon TV used to do that for a little while, but actually, Kat was doing the Jackbox games before, then he did start Murder Trivia first, but
that was so much fun too.
Kat started doing Murder Trivia, so you guys sub to Kat's channel, and it's fun.
Technically, I did start before him, but to be fair, I started because of John Greenhands, which I know a lot of you in this community will know.
Yeah, Johnny Greenhands.
John started doing Jackbox streams a year.
Yes.
Maybe before I started doing it, but then he stopped for a long time, and I'd already gotten an
that was so much fun back then playing Quiplash. I had so much fun every time he played that. It was an amazing time.
That's right. Johnny Greenhands did do that like a couple years ago. And but yeah, then Kat started up. Tony did murder trivia first though, that I remember. But not the Quiplash.
Yeah, because that one came in a pack, so it was more
Yeah.
expensive than the other ones that I got individually.
Yeah, so that was fun. And yeah, we all give kudos out to Johnny Greenhands, because that used to be really, really fun. And yeah, and I don't really do the trivia games. There's still trivia night on Friday. I'm not really good. I did win one question the other night, but it was just one of those, random questions. But I'm not really good unless it's about movies, not just Game of Thrones. I'm not a technical Game of Thrones, like where I memorized every book. It's too much information for me. So, but murder trivia is very fun, because I usually either get through the whole thing on that last page where I'm dead and I'm moving along, or I usually die right away in the beginning, or I actually make it a couple times where I'm still alive. So, but it's still fun. It's still like totally a lot of fun, right? You guys?
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, me too. So anyway, earlier in the chat a little bit, people were talking about bobbing for apples. I've done bobbing for apples. Have you done bobbing for apples, Kat or Liv?
Human?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Probably in elementary school or something like that. Probably did it at some sort of fall fair.
Yeah, that I did it. It was terrible. But hey,
I did not. Definitely did not.
I think we're gonna have to. It's almost 6, and I think it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, here it's almost 8 Central, and we've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. So
and Human is gracing us with this beautiful, beautiful makeup and a wig, and I love are these giraffes? I love.
Oh yeah.
Okay, bye everybody. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna head out right quick.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, Linda mentioned that she may have like an internet issue thing. I wonder what's going on, but it was really a lot of fun chatting with everybody. And Human, I adore your hair. The color is extremely cute. I love the length.
Oh my gosh, periwinkle blue.
It's I wish I was brave enough to make my hair that color.
Obviously, maybe.
No, we know, but this is, I know,
for
beautiful.
For those that don't know me, that I'm shave my head.
But either or, like with the wig or without it, the facial painting, but with texture, it's beautiful. I love it. And then there's mustache when you turn on the other side, and there's a beard, right? The little goatee, so perfect. I love that. That's right. Oh, I didn't see that side because you're turning. Okay. Oh. I like that view too. So again, thank you for chatting with us here. It was a pleasure having you on, Human. People got the link to your channel. Those who don't know you, now they know you. Now they know what to expect from your channel. I guess I'm not sure how it ends when Linda's not here. I'll probably leave the studio and everything will just end somehow. So have a good night, and we'll catch you in the next stream. Bye, everyone.